Peace YouTube, Miss ENTF, aka Coil Queen. Woo, honey baby, y'all see this fro right here, honey? Mama picked out her braid out today, honey. She picked it on up out. And this is how I went around town today, honey. Like this. Who think they gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? Honey, I just felt super fly. Play on words, but also super fly today with this fro. Okay, can I tell y'all? I mean, super fly. Anyway, that's not why I was coming to you guys. I'm coming to you guys because I've gotten a couple of inbox messages from people who are going through a difficult time with their natural hair. And one was really touching from, and I told you that I wouldn't mention your name, from a 14-year-old young lady. And she transitioned, I think, for almost a year. And then she ended up cutting off her relaxed ends. And as a natural, she's just having difficulty, you know, with her hair. With keeping it and maintaining her natural hair, and just feels like the styles that she does never turns out, you know, right, and that her cousin is as good at doing hair, but neither of her cousin, I believe, also is natural, but their twist outs and braid outs don't seem to turn out right. And so her birthday is coming up soon. She'll be 15, and she's thinking about going back and getting her hair relaxed when she turns 15. And, you know, and she's so frustrated with her natural hair right now that she's been wearing weaves and stuff. And I think wigs too, weaves and wigs, just to, you know, just to throw on over the head, because nothing seems to work out with her natural hair. And then I've, you know, also gotten a couple of other inboxes from various people saying that they're, you know, really frustrated with their natural hair and they don't know what to do when they're contemplating going back to getting a relaxer. Okay, so let me first say, just don't give up, okay? And if there's anything else that's that you guys have that you can encourage, you know, other women, can you please put them in the comment section? But just don't give up, okay? Just keep going at it, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is just share with you some of my experiences that helped me work my way through my journey into where I'm at today, okay? Now, again, I'm no guru, okay? But I believe that when you're transitioning to natural hair, or even on your journey, your journey of naturaldom or whatever, that the mind also has to transition, has transitioned on this journey and continues to learn new things. And I think about my hair totally different than what I did before. Just don't give up, okay? And what you need to do, and what I found, what was really important for me, because, you know, I mean, I was damn near bald-headed, okay? I mean, y'all seen the pictures. Go back to my big chop, you know, go back, even in the most recent video that I did for 9.5 months, natural. I mean, I had holes in my head. I mean, it was so thin. I mean, it was see-through. You could see my scalp, literally. And, you know, I had some difficulty coping with it, you know, let alone, you know, you walk around bald-headed, you know, and with a texture that I was completely not familiar with. I only transitioned for 3 months, and those 3 months that I transitioned, I did it with braids, okay? So I was watching videos, and I had been watching YouTube videos, okay, guys, since what? November, December, January, February, March. 5 months I had been watching YouTube videos. Everybody and their mama, Taryn 916, African Export, Kim Make2, my girl J Coke 7, I mean Lola Kinks, I mean Danielle, Love Island Beauty, 160 Days to Lose 2, Curly Chronicles, just so many people, okay? And a wide variety of people with a wide variety of textures, because I didn't know what my hair was going to turn out like, okay? But still, and yet, when I got my big chop, it was still different, because even though, and I love YouTube for being a platform in which we can watch other women do so many different things, whether it's their makeup, whether it's their hair or whatever. I love that platform to be able to look and experience that, you know, from your comfort zone in your home or your cell phone or wherever you're at, and it's just you and you're watching, you know, the footage or the video, and you're watching this person do their hair. There's nothing like it. And exactly, there is nothing like it, because you still have to do your hair yourself and see how it's going to work, and you may have to adapt what other people are doing with their hair on how you're doing it with your hair. So for me, I had no idea, okay? I had no idea, because even though watching them, it was nothing like doing my own hair and my own hair texture with holes up in my head, you know, and having to go to work, but still walking into work with my head held high, you know, because I knew that was only temporary. You know, I knew eventually that my hair would grow in, but the relaxer had just thinned my hair out so bad. And plus my hair is so tightly coiled that, you know, it just shriveled up, you know, and coiled. Literally, I had to grow past that phase. And when I say grow, I mean grow mentally, emotionally, physically. It was a growing process, more than just for my hair, but for me as a person, okay? So, I would just say, again, not to give up on that, okay? And just to be real, okay? I think some people, and I'm not saying that is directly to you or anyone who's directly inboxed me or anything like that, but just from what I've seen, I believe that some people have a difficulty accepting the texture of their hair. So I believe that, okay, so we have some problem with our natural hair, okay? Or they're not sure, or things aren't turning out right, or it's not going the way, you know, you thought it was going to go. Okay, so there's a problem, okay? We have to identify what that issue is. What is the problem, okay? And you know, sometimes if you're just frustrated, that's fine. You just want to just be frustrated and just get it out. You know, not all the time does everyone want a solution to the problem. They just want to vent and get it out, you know, because Lord knows, I'm telling y'all, J Coke 7, I was blowing up her phone, blowing up her text messages, like this wash and go is not getting it. My wash and go ain't turning out right. I can't do wash and go. I can't do wash and go. Girl, my hair's dry. I don't know what to do. I tried this. I'm trying this gel. Now it ain't doing this and it ain't doing that. And I know I was getting on her nerves. But I guess what it was is because you panic, you know what I'm saying? You done cut all your hair off, and now you're thinking now what all these other people are doing to their hair is going to work for yours, which is what I thought, and it wasn't working, okay? Even people with 4C, I believe I have 4B hair, but even people with 4C hair who really don't have an established curl pattern, their wash and goes was looking better than mine, you know? And I have a coil, I have a curl pattern, it's very tight, but I have a curl pattern, and their hair, their wash and goes was looking better than mine. I'm like, what's going on? But I was so frustrated that and it took me a while to realize, you know, that what they do to their hair is not going to work for my hair. You know, we're going back to establishing, you know, what is it that you don't like about your hair, okay? And I think that this is good for everyone that is transitioning or considering going relaxed. I'm just going to put it out there, like I said, okay? Low key, which I'm still putting it out here to everybody, so it ain't really low key, but low key, I kind of was coveting that loose curl, you know, that wavy curl, that big, juicy, you know, just that looping curl, 3C, you know, 4A hair, okay? Now, mind you, I didn't know nothing about no natural hair, okay? I didn't know anything about that natural hair. So as I'm watching these videos, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so nice to have hair like Taryn 916? Or, ooh, wouldn't it be so nice to have hair like Natural 85? You know, oh my gosh, I hope when my hair grows out, it's like that, okay? So when, and even when I was transitioning and I was taking my braids out and I was looking at my new growth, I think that my new growth actually, it appeared to have more of a looser curl than what actually is there. Because you don't really know until you cut off your relaxed ends, okay? And so when I cut off my relaxed ends, I'm not going to say that I hated my natural hair. At that time, I did wish that it was something different, okay? But today, as I stand here at 9.5 months, hand to God, I wouldn't want nobody else's texture. I love my texture. I love my hair. I'm telling y'all, and in my last video, or it was my henna video, I said I had a nightmare that I had 3C hair, and I was trying to do everything I could to kink it back up. So I've learned to embrace my hair, and I love my texture, you know. And so I think that's very important for people who are transitioning and who have recently done the big chop, is to establish what it is that they don't like. If you're having problems with your natural hair, if you're not sure if you really like it, we have to identify first, is it the texture? Okay, is it the texture? Now I love my hair, and also because you know what? God gave me this hair. He gave it to me. He gave it to me, and I tell you right now, honey, I don't think I got hair like nobody else. I don't think that my hair is exactly like anybody else's. I mean, it could be, but I just don't feel like it. I feel like I am the only person with this head of hair on my head that does what it does, okay? So I believe that it's really important to fully embrace your hair texture, because it's all good, and God don't make no mistakes. He makes no mistakes. So what you have is what you are supposed to have, and you just got to work with it, okay? Work with it, learn it, embrace it, and find out all the beautiful and miraculous things that your hair can do that's unique to you. And other people will be looking, and they might have a little hair crush, and that's okay. But you're going to be able to get away with things that other people can't get away with or can't do to their hair. It's also important to look at and know what your hair can and cannot do, or will not do, okay? I've come to the realization that even though I got this big old fro right here, that my hair, I don't have a lot, the hair on my head is not densely populated. My hair is not dense. It may look like it's dense, but there's not a whole lot of hair coming out of my head, okay? It's just not. It's kind of like thin, okay? But I don't want to say thin, but it's fine. My hair is very fine. It is not coarse. It's just fine. So someone like 160 days to lose 2, from my perspective and from what I'm looking at from her videos, it looks like she has a head full of hair, like very dense. And I don't have that. So if I'm going to mimic her style, I'll have to understand that fullness, that volume, you know, is not going to be the same way for me, okay? So I think that it's really important that, you know, above and beyond the style, but really understanding about your hair and learning about your hair, you know, and realizing what the potential of, you know, a densely populated head of hair will do, if it's very dense, if it's very thick, meaning the strand of the hair itself, it's thick, or if it's, you know, very fine, what that will do, what kind of volume will that give you. So it's very important to realize that. And so here again, what we're doing is we are on a journey of understanding and researching and finding out and becoming more knowledgeable about our own individual hair. So I hope that makes sense, to be able to apply that and know that in your mind that, okay, that style that she did was super duper cute. I'm going to try and do it. I already know that she has more hair on her head than I do, and mine is more fine. So I'm going to adapt that style, but it may not turn out exactly the way hers did, and that's okay, because it's me. There's only one me. I'm Stacy. There's only one Stacy. So, and you make it work, honey. You make it work. And so I hope that makes sense, okay? So is it your hair, you know? While you're on your journey and on your journey to naturaldom or whatever, you know, I think it's very important when some naturals, when they say, you know, or recently become natural women, or girls even, they say, oh, I don't like the way it feels, okay? I don't like it, and what is it that you don't like, okay? Like I said before, it's important to understand what is it that you don't like. Is it that you don't like the touch? Is it like you don't like the feel? Does it feel hard? Does it feel crispy? Does it feel too soft? Does it feel limp? Does it feel too greasy and oily? You're going to have to be able to extract that information and decipher specifically what it is that you don't like about your hair, because then you might be able to correct it and find out how to kind of, you know, balance things out. The first thing that I would recommend is documenting your journey. This does not have to be some tedious, mundane, you know, daunting task of writing down your hair journey. It could be just really, really simple. Calendar. Get you a handheld calendar, okay? This is a little mini handheld calendar. I'll put it in my purse, okay? Now, in here, I document what I do, guys. And it's very, very simple. Okay? Write down what day I shampooed, okay? What I deep conditioned with, how long I deep conditioned, okay? So, just for an example here, this is July the 8th, okay? I clarified shampoo and I deep conditioned for 45 minutes. On July the 13th, I used Infusium 23 leave-in, and I did an Aussie Moist co-wash. August 20th, right here, I have written down that I did a clarified shampoo, and I did my Diva Curls deep conditioner for 50 minutes. Leave that. When you're able to document what's going on with your hair and what you're doing with your hair, you're better able to ascertain what may be contributing to the things that you don't like about your hair or how it feels. Okay? I like to clarify shampoo my hair every like 6 to 8 weeks, okay? And I try to shampoo twice a month. So here, this is November 2011, I clarified and I trimmed my ends on the 15th of November. So I can keep in mind if my ends are feeling weird or if my ends are feeling dry or whatever, I'll keep that in mind like, okay, well my ends are dry and they're feeling a little crispy, but I know I just did a trim, so it shouldn't be that my ends are damaged or anything. Maybe the next time I'm going to try and seal in moisture more, you know, or concentrate really on moisturizing and sealing in moisture to my ends. For December, okay, and this is just an example, but for December the 5th, I did a deeper moisture shampoo and a deeper moisture deep conditioner with steam. That's what it says, okay? And then here on December the 27th, I did a shampoo with deeper moisture and I deep conditioned with Diva Curl Junkie, Curl Rehab, and I did my henna treatment. So, you know, I know that. Now, at this time, and I'm sorry to keep going on and on, but right now I have a couple of flakes in my hair, okay? And I know that I normally don't get dandruff, okay? But there's a few little flakes on my scalp. Now, looking back at my calendar and my AKA hair journey, I can see that my last shampoo was on December the 27th, okay? Today is January the 6th. So now I'm like, okay, could these flakes be they could be from product buildup, but I don't know. I mean, I just shampooed a week and a half ago. Could it be that my scalp is dry? I mean, I did do a henna treatment, which can tend to dry the hair and the scalp out a bit. You know, I did use my hairdo, my Oyen hairdo on top of my curls. Could it be just some type of product buildup? And also, you know what? When's the last time I actually clarified, shampooed my hair? November the 15th. That was the last time that I clarified. So I'm about due. It's been, you know, a month. It's been almost 2 months since I've clarified, shampooed my hair. So that'll help me. So now I know, could be a little bit of buildup, could be, you know, a little bit of buildup on my scalp. So let me go ahead and clarify, shampoo my hair. And when I clarify, here's my new calendar for 2012. And I got this at my health food store. They give these little handheld calendars. You can put it in your purse. They're free. They're free. So usually doctor's offices and stuff, they'll give you these handheld calendars for free. So I'm gonna clarify, shampoo my hair, and then I'm gonna actually use a little bit of like olive oil. I'm gonna do like a deep hot oil treatment on my scalp using a little bit of tea tree, and I'll document that as well. And then I will pay attention to how my hair has behaved, how my hair and my scalp has behaved since my clarifying, since this deep conditioner, etc. So I hope that helps and give you guys some ideas. Document what's going on with your hair so that you can look back and reflect, you know, and maybe be a little introspective about what's going on with your hair and being able to, you know, adjust it. Adjust what you're doing and what you're using, you know, putting on your hair and etc. Also with my braid out, I did put on my calendar that I did a braid out. Right here, November the 3rd, December the 3rd, I don't know if you can see it, but I have braid out, hairdo, flakes, trim, because I also did another trim, because you guys know that heifer went and snatched all my hair out. Well, not all my hair, but she snatched that damn tiny tooth damn comb with that. Oh, okay, let me not. Okay, when she snatched that comb through my hair, I believe that it did some damage to my ends. So I've been trimming my ends and just, you know, trying to get some of that damage from her snatching that comb through. So I know that I trim my ends then too, okay? So, it's just keeping record of it. And now with my braid out, I mean, I love the results of my braid out, okay? I think it gave me a little bit more volume, a little bit more stretched out hair than my twist outs. But I also know that when I did my braid out, I was having to dig in between the braid to separate the hair. You know, you're digging and separating it. And also my scalp was a little tender. And I don't know if it's because I braided my hair tight, that pulling on my scalp irritated it or made it tender. I don't know if it was co-washing it so much and, you know, massaging my head a lot when I was rinsing out the henna. There was just a lot of scalp stimulation, and maybe that contributed to my tender head. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to do not mini twists, but a kind of mini twist. I'm going to curl the ends up with perm rods, okay? I'm going to try and record that. But I'm going to document it, and if it doesn't work out for me like it has for 50 other million women out there, 50 million other sisters that have done it, and I have seen them do it, it may not work for me. My hair may not be, I don't want to say thick enough, but full enough to actually pull it off to where I'm satisfied with it. So I hope that makes sense. Also, you just have to try different things. You know, I really looked when I was doing my 9 to 5, but like I said, now I work from home. But when I was doing my 9 to 5, I really looked forward to the evenings and the weekends because I was trying different things. You know, I was trying different gels, trying different products, trying, you know, conditioner only, wash and goes, you know, trying different ways of finger coiling and coil outs and trying different styles. And so I'd say, you know, take advantage of your evening time and the weekend time. And learn about it. Not just throw on a wig or a weave because you just get so frustrated. And I understand that that may happen sometimes. And if you feel like you're going to be impatient with your hair and you might be creating some knots or, you know, snatching through it or whatever and not being really gentle with it, then go ahead and throw on that wig, you know. But when you take that wig off, you're still going to have your natural hair. So get to learn it, you know, and learn how it's supposed to feel and how you want it to feel and etc. Okay? I hope that you found it helpful. Please don't give up. You know, please keep going. The journey is awesome. You get to learn so much about your hair. So just keep your patience, you know, reevaluate things. And if you want, also create a journal. Actually, like writing in the journal what you feel about your hair. How today I don't like my hair. I don't know what's going on. I keep, you know, deep conditioning it. I sleep with my satin bonnet and I'm doing all these things and it doesn't seem to be working. And then continue on your journey and you'll be amazed when you look back, you know, 3 months later, you're like, wow. And then when you go back and reflect on your previous writings, how you felt and how your feelings have evolved and have changed. I know that mine have. And I love my hair. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. Please don't give up, okay? Keep at it. And if for some reason you do decide to go back to relaxing your hair, that's okay too. You know, we're still in sisterhood. You can still watch my videos and you can still watch all the other natural hair videos and relaxed hair videos if you like. You know, I'm sure that you get something from a wide variety of videos. And, you know, who knows? Maybe after going back to, you know, being relaxed, you might decide to go back natural, and that's okay too, you know? So, just be patient with yourself and be patient with your hair. And I hope that you found it helpful and inspirational. And please, anybody else, if you have any encouraging words or if you want to share part of your journey or fails or successes or wins that have worked for you or how transitioning, you know, to natural hair, not only were you transitioning your hair itself, but your mind was transitioning on the way you thought about your hair. So feel free to share your guys' feedback. I love you all. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys really soon, okay? I love you guys. Peace out.